J Bachelor Hip Hop Weekly Magazine, all the way live from Houston, Texas. Yo, it's been a real cold winter this time around, man. We usually don't get this kind of weather. You know, we still rocking and rolling with it. As always, we bring you the artists that you're familiar with and the ones you need to get familiar with. So with no more introduction, man, go ahead and talk to the people. This is your first time talking to the Hip Hop Weekly family. So go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
Yo, Kilo Santana, I'm saying Houston, Texas, North Side, Greens Point. Yeah.
No doubt. Now Kilo Santana is a guy, and I told him this before the interview, he's a guy that I've seen his movements online. He's building up his social media presence, he's building up his network, and his fan base as well. So I'm happy to finally talk to him in person and kind of find out the story behind the grind, man. When did you start taking hip hop serious as a potential career?
I always wanted to be a rapper, like since forever. Growing up, I ain't really care for no sports. I just play with music.
Who were some of the guys, you know, both locally and nationally that you rocked with early on that kind of inspired you to take a shot at making music?
I don't know, my pops rap.
Okay.
But like, I can't just say that that's what made me want to rap though, but like, my pops rap, and then it just, I don't know.
So when you say your pops was a rapper, did he rap kind of like for fun, like a passion for it, or was it like a career that he was chasing a dream?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, he was trying to really, like, you know who Crucial Conflict is?
Of course, Chicago.
Yeah, that's who my pops, he from Mississippi, but that's who he was doing his thing with, like.
So he was he a part of Crucial Conflict or?
Somewhat like that.
Nah, that's Midwest right there, Crucial Conflict. How did a guy from Mississippi end up linking with some Chicago artists?
I have no idea.
So let me ask you this. When did you first say to your dad, like, Pop, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at this music thing? And then what was his response to that?
I had a studio. I was like 6th grade. I had a studio in my closet, and then. But see, my pops was still in Mississippi. I was in H already.
Okay.
But like, I just used to send him everything. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't tripping. He like, you know, so he was rocking with it.
So was he a hard critic, or was he? Because you know when you chasing your craft and you share it with your family, sometimes you know. They'll tell you how they feel about it for real, and sometimes they just gonna support whatever you do.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like he probably was just supported at first, because I can listen to my old, like all my old music and be like, I ain't gonna lie, really. But he liked everything from the beginning, so I feel like he probably just was rocking with it.
No doubt. You know, when you're starting out as an artist and you share your music with your friends and your family, sometimes it's hard to get that honest feedback, which is necessary to grow.
Right.
Because whatever you do for the first time, you're not going to be your best at, right?
Thanks.
So who did you go to early on to get honest feedback on your own music? Was there anybody that you would go to and say, look, man, keep it real with me, bro? Like, how does it sound?
Yeah, not really, I ain't gonna lie, because I really like got rapping from like just in school at the table rapping.
Yeah.
So like, I already was rapping in front of everybody.
Yeah.
I just kept doing it.
Okay.
So I ain't really just had no particular. But I ain't gonna lie, I started finding out like about like Audacity and Mixcraft and all that type of, and then after that it was over with.
No doubt. When did you release your first record or mixtape? What year did you release your first project?
My first serious project,
yeah.
I released about 2 years ago.
Okay, what was that called? And what was the feedback like on that?
All Is Well. That was my first mixtape, All Is Well. I ain't gonna lie, it was major, like way bigger than I ever expected. Way bigger.
How'd you distribute it? Because you know, 10, 15 years ago, Houston earned a lot of respect for how the artist would grind. It was different. It was a different time though.
Right.
They would, you know, burn mad copies of their CDs and sell out the trunk.
You know, we did all that, everything, every way. I had CDs, I had flyers with the barcodes on them. everything, all across the internet. When I first dropped it, I dropped it by myself, just dropped it on that pill. And then, you know what I'm saying, when I linked up with the people I'm with now, they heard it, took it, gave it to Mr. Rogers, gave it to OG Run C, and then boom, iTunes, everything else.
You think that it was easier for artists 10, 15 years ago to kind of share their music and build a name for themselves as opposed to now? And the reason I ask that is this: even though back then you had to do a lot more footwork and ride around the city and touch people, and now you can just send links out, it almost seems like there's so many people trying to do that new fans, they're not as patient with the new artists. So what's your experience been like?
I ain't gonna lie, my whole thing be like, I feel like if you could get the internet, you could get the streets though. That's how I feel like. You gotta get the internet to get the streets. Cause you could get the streets, but then it's just your hood or your section of Houston. Then you just thinking Houston when you worry about the streets off the muscle. I ain't gonna lie, my focus right now is the internet. Cause I know if I get the internet, then I got the streets. Everywhere I go to Atlanta, fall through, oh yeah, the streets feel me. Cause I'm everywhere, I'm seen. So that's why I focus on the internet.
Okay. Have you been able to collab or even just get any advice from the known Houston veterans in the city, the guys that have done it yet?
I ain't gonna lie, I got my big homie OG, big homie Meech, you know what I'm saying? Bro could give me everything I need to know about all this. I ain't really just brush shoulders with not too many.
Really?
I met them all, but it ain't just been as love as it is with me and Meech, you know what I'm saying?
Is that because you haven't approached them like, look, I'm gonna become an artist, check me out? Or is it hard to, because it's not hard to meet these veterans. You go out to any kind of,
they be out here.
They be out.
They be floating around.
I saw one being in the Galleria, just walking around like a week and a half ago. You go to, that was at a ball with Slim Thug that he hosted. So in a city like Houston, it's not hard to see these guys, but is it hard to kind of get them to check you out and give your music a listen?
I don't know, that's for them. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I just be feeling like it be the moment. Right. As far as me, like when it be like that, it's all about the moment.
You don't want to just run up on somebody while they at Papa Do's eating.
It ain't even like that, cause it depends. Cause you never know who you see at Papa Do's eating. That's your time when you see them. That's your shot.
Gotcha.
So it depends. I just say the moment with it, like as in, I feel like you only valuable to them the moment you're in front of them. When you walk away, you don't exist no more. So I don't just waste my time too much reaching out. If you reach out, you know what I'm saying? If I reach out and you reach out and it's, you know what I'm saying, how it usually happen, then it's solid, you know what I'm saying? But otherwise, I just play it how, you know what I'm saying? I let it go, let it play, let it flow out.
So you're not really pressed to work with one of the OGs. You kind of focus on your own thing.
And I ain't gonna lie, I want to work with them for the sake of the culture, you know what I'm saying, for Houston. I could do that. We could get some work, but as far as like me trying to latch on and get some game, I ain't just too concerned. I'm sorry, I'd rather bump my head and learn it.
You think that the eyes outside of the city and state are on Houston right now? I mean, there was one point where we had the national spotlight as far as the local artists. Do you think that we're getting back to that place, or you think we gotta kind of earn that back? I
feel like really and truthfully, everybody paying attention to Houston. Everybody paying attention to Houston.
What do you think it'll take for us to? Because right now, I don't see for Houston, I don't see the embracing of the local artists how we had it before. What do you think is missing for us to get back to that point?
I don't even know. I can't even.
It's a hard question, right? It's a hard question. It's all love, man. It's just interesting to see.
I ain't gonna lie, but look, then just go back to what I said. Like, it don't be no genuine love. It don't be no genuine love between the people who can shine the light. You know what I'm saying? Not to say no names, but like me personally, I feel like Mike Dean and people like Mike Dean.
He's worked with everybody.
Yeah, people like you supposed to be grabbing all the youngest. You right there next to Kanye West, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be grabbing all the young, like, I ain't gonna lie, that's hot.
What about you? Are you collaborating with local artists, like guys that are on your level, on the come up? And if so, who have you collaborated with from the city that you made some great music with?
I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot of features like within the city. I dropped the feature tape, last year on Spin Riddler. I got to work with everybody. I got to work with Daddy and Red. I got to work with O&B Lil Ray. I got to work with my bro Shorty P. I got to work with a lot of people. Really, all the work I got right now across the city, I got EMG Champ. I got Young Trill. I got
and these guys are all up and coming, right?
Yeah, all the up and coming artists, all the local artists, you know what I'm saying? All the artists still pushing.
Absolutely. You mentioned a lot of features that are currently available, right?
Yeah.
What are 2 songs, if someone's never heard your music before, what are 2 songs that'll help get them initiated with you and your story and your sound that's available online right now?
I'm gonna say, go get that Strong Survive, Kilo Santana, Shorty P, Strong Survive. That's off the muscle. And then I got See Me Win on YouTube. Same thing. Go get that.
Okay. What makes those 2 records special to you? Why? I mean, you got a lot of music out there. What makes those 2 records the ones that you definitely want people to check out if they want to understand you better?
The message, I ain't gonna lie, them 2 songs got the most powerful messages, and the response I got off of those 2 songs. It'll just,
The feedback was real strong with those?
Yeah.
What are you currently working on, or is there a record that you're pushing, or what's on the
I got my single. I'm about to shoot with Michael Ortiz.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to put it together. Then, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on Santana Story, February 15th, about to release.
Mixtape?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us a bit about that? What do you have on production for that, and what features can we expect from that?
Really, I'm gonna say almost like 95% of the tape is engineered and produced by Javarian Jones, my boy. Yeah, that boy JJ. The music, it's just different type of music, you know what I'm saying? Usually it's like I do a lot of different, like I got some for women, some for clubs, some for this. It's just a storyline. It's like more story based.
No doubt. We started off talking about family hearing your music and friends hearing your music, and I know because I've spoken with so many up and coming artists, some of which have gone on to do great things, that it's not easy gathering that support in the beginning.
Right.
So what do you want to say to all the people that were there from day one or supported you early on?
I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? I'm really appreciative, everything.
No doubt. Hey, before we go, man, hit them with your social media, your Twitter, your IG. If you got a website, plug that. Just let them know where to keep up with you.
Hey, man. Yeah, go get it too, man. Kilo Santana at Kilo, the number 5, ANTANA _, you know what I'm saying? Follow my bro too, at _SSO Shorty P. You gonna see a whole lot of this, man, with me, you dig? Get into him, man. Tape coming soon, February 15th,
Santana Story, February 15th.
Nah, for real.
He's got records out there now. You can check out online. He just gave you 2 2 songs. You can check out online right now.
Period.
Jay Baxter, Hip Hop Weekly. Santana!